3, 2, 1.
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
So,
A few months ago, my wife and I sold our first house and decided to hit the road in our new home. A 31-foot Class C beauty that we gutted out and renovated ourselves. We traded in our traditional lifestyles for a lifestyle of freedom. Freedom to travel, freedom to explore, and freedom to homeschool our kids. The goal is to show our kids the world as they learn about it and create some amazing memories along the way. Follow us here on our journey as we define what it means to live out of bounds. So we wanted to do this video specifically because a lot of people have been asking us this exact question, and if you are here, you know what we're going to talk about: finances, right? And specifically finances as it pertains to living life on the go, or just kind of having a flexible lifestyle where you're able to travel to different places and not really be bound to one location, right? So just wanting to know, or people wanting to know, how do we financially sustain ourselves? What are some things that you can do to help bring in the finances that will support you traveling often? So we just wanted to share some of the things that we do, and then some other things that we know other people do to help create that security, I guess,
right,
in order to do this lifestyle. First, we're going to talk about what we do. The first thing for us is something that you always hear. It probably sounds cliche, but it really did help us, and that is saving. So tip number 1, save some money.
And no one's saying save like an extreme amount of money, right? But you got to know what works for you and what will make you still feel comfortable in this setting. And so I just think that it's wise to have some type of savings and not drowning in debt. I guess that goes to the next one.
Yep. So savings would be the first thing, and paying off debt would be the second thing. And that could be any debt. It doesn't mean pay off all your debt. Of course, if you can do that, that would be amazing, because that just puts you in a different position. But if you can't pay off all your debt, that's totally fine. What debt can you pay off? Before embarking on this journey.
Because we weren't able to pay off all of our debt, but we were able to pay off enough to make us feel comfortable, and the goal is to continue to pay it all.
Right.
But because we paid off some debt, we've allowed for
there's more of a balance, I guess.
More of a balance, and I think it's more room to, I guess, do some of the things that we do enjoy doing.
Right.
I just want to, before we go all the way in, I do want to preference with this: just because you move into an RV does not mean all bills go away.
Facts.
There's other bills and other things that you end up having to pay for that you wouldn't necessarily have to pay for if you were in your in a house or an apartment.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say brick and mortar house.
I know, that's what I was thinking too, but I guess it wouldn't be that.
Brick and mortar, right? But going back to the second one, which is
paying off
the debt. Any debt that you can pay off. And the first two do sound cliche, but they really do help. If you need help with how to do it, any suggestions, there's a lot of financial advisors out there. But I feel like your situation better than anybody.
Right. That's the main thing, because the amounts will change based on what your family needs, what works for your family, what you guys want to do.
Right.
So the amount that you save would be different. The amount of debt you have is different. So just really looking at those two things and figuring out what you can potentially do that would give you some more room financially. So then we move on to number 3, which is investing. So don't get scared by the word, because investing, it's a huge umbrella, and investing for us may look different from investing for someone else. So investing is really just about recognizing that you may have some free tangible money that's not necessarily allocated to something else, and then taking that money to put into a particular thing to make you more money. An investment could be anything. You could invest in the stock market, you could invest in real estate if that's what you do, you can invest in cryptocurrency, you could invest, she loves it, NFTs, she loves it, forex market, you know what I mean? That's what I do. So it's a lot of different ways you can invest, and believe me, do not be intimidated by the word, okay? Like, when we started off investing, we were relatively new to it, and we just kind of paced ourselves, and now we're at a point where we've established a large enough investment portfolio where it's able to work for us and make us some more money. And it's not that difficult. Sorry. Outside elements. It's not that difficult to get started. Trust me. I am working on a beginner's guide to investing. If that would be helpful for anyone. Yes, that was a shameless plug. Sorry. And that will be available very soon. And hopefully that's a tool that could help some of you in getting started with your investment journey. And I mean, if you guys have any questions about anything, we are very open to sharing,
absolutely,
you know, things that work for us with other people, because we want more people to feel encouraged to live life on their own terms. That's the motto behind Living Out of Bounds. You know, that's the whole reason why we started doing this and really documenting the journey through YouTube and our various social media platforms.
Sorry for
competing with the dirt bike.
Yeah, because I'm like, it can go at any point.
Right. And so I'm also going to apologize for the lighting because it's kind of dark outside. Don't thumbs down the video because of the lighting, guys. I mean,
that works a little bit.
Yeah, right? On the fly. So we were up to 3. The first one was save some money. 2, pay off some debt. 3, get into investment.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's happening.
I feel like the dirt bike must know that we are recording because it's like right here, and it's literally not going anywhere.
Y'all hear it? It's
like something must be wrong with it. How could you still be in the same space?
Yeah, it was quiet out here, so we was like, okay,
this is why we chose this spot. But
so y'all, because this is the second time we recorded this video. We recorded it at the beach.
We're gonna show you, like, this is footage from us recording it the first time. We thought it would be really cool giving you a nice scene for the video, but then there was noise, you know, background noise. So we decided to do it again, and it was very quiet until we hit record.
Yeah.
She has to go investigate. I mean, because you gotta see, right?
I mean, because he can't be going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere, like going nowhere fast. So while we wait to see,
they're
like,
in that parking lot,
just
back and
doing
forth.
Donuts, like donuts
so.
on the. How do you do that? Donuts on a dirt bike
in the parking lot. So
I don't even think it goes fast enough to do the donuts.
It doesn't. Okay, so I'm sorry, guys.
That was 3.
That was 3.
Mm-hmm.
Going into number 4. Number 4 is start your own business.
Ooh, big one. Entrepreneurship.
And again, that can look different
for everybody. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I get so excited.
So it could look really different for everyone. And so I think that, you know, what you've had a burning passion to do. I know that there's something that you can do out here in these streets that can make you some money.
Wait a minute. She does not literally mean out in the streets.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
You have to be very specific.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know that there's this craft or skill or something that this burning passion that you have within you that you've been wanting to release. And so I say take the leap to do it. This is an opportunity. I'm gonna come closer. Okay. So this is an opportunity to really begin to hone in and ask yourself, what do you have to lose? Starting a business is going to be a great way to save money on taxes.
Facts. Learn, or you don't even have to learn all tax codes, but get familiar with some of the small business codes that are beneficial and that will help you in being able to retain a lot of the money that you make. And it's all legal, like there's no secret. It's just learning how to really organize your finances and keep your books. And that's just keeping track of what you're spending money on, how you're spending it, being mindful of how you're spending it, especially if you are a small business owner. There are a lot of things that you spend money on and you wouldn't even know that actually is a business expense. So absolutely, look into that if that is something that you do.
Of course, y'all know our business is Livin Out of Bounds, and then we have another business called Inner Peace, which we're rebranding and turning it into a nonprofit for teen girls and young adult girls. But needless to say, find a business that find a business that you can start. That's why you're gonna see us with our gear, either Livin Out of Bounds. I got the Livin Out of Bounds shirt on up under here. But
and I just wanted to add one more thing with that, because I hear a lot of people talk about starting businesses, and a lot of people are like, well, everybody can't be an entrepreneur, or that's not for me, or that's not for everybody. And that is so true, you know what I mean? But when we break it down a little smaller, what we're really saying is, look at your gifts, your natural talents that you have, things that come easy to you. We all have different ones. And so whatever that is, how can you use that to make you money? Even if it's a little side hustle, maybe it's not bringing in a huge amount of money, but it's bringing in something. Like once you step into the space where you're using whatever natural talents that you have to make you money, that's entrepreneurship, on a smaller scale, but it is. Right. And so again, don't let the word intimidate you. Don't let it make you feel like you have to be on a larger scale, like coming right out the gate. You can absolutely start small and start by looking at talents that you have that you could share with others and financially help yourself in the process.
And that takes us to number 5.
Number 5.
If you do feel like, I don't really have anything right now, but I do want to still be free, but I still just need to find a way to make some money. And there's a ton of remote jobs. So that's number 5. Finding a remote job, work from home job, online job, all of those things. There's a ton of them out there. There's a website called Flex Jobs. And it has a ton of remote jobs on there. I say check it out. You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
So, that's the 5 that I think that we have, but we're not using all 5. Of course, we started with the saving, the paying off some debt, not all debt. We're on the way to being debt free. Investing, owning a business. That's what we started with.
Yeah, that's what we use. And what was that? That was 4?
Yeah, and so the other thing, I think the whole thing with also starting a business is to just trying to find a way to have multiple streams of income coming in. Don't let it be just one way.
Yes, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Don't. And so trust and believe that you can do this. Your journey doesn't have to look like ours or like anybody else's that you see on internet. But make your journey yours. Even if you can't necessarily jump out and say, hey, I'm going to buy an RV right now. Maybe start slowly with just taking mini road trips or something. I don't know what it looks like for you.
Right.
But whatever living out of bounds looks like for you, I say go ahead and do it. Right. You got to start somewhere.
And so that is tip number 6. Believe in yourself.
Which should be first.
That should have been first. But, we I don't know how it ended up last again. But but yes, believe in yourself, y'all. Like, that's the biggest thing. whatever life you feel like you want. If you are in a space where you're feeling like you just need something different, or maybe you're feeling stuck, or maybe you feel like you just need a little bit something different, you like it kind of, I don't know, or maybe you're like, my life is great and I'm just looking to add on something. Whatever that is, all of it has to be led with faith in yourself, and faith in knowing that you can have it and you are deserving.
And this is another, it's not really a shameless plug, but if you've ever heard of human design,
shameless plug.
if you've ever heard of human design, it's life changing.
It is.
It's life changing, and it really helped me understand that this was a journey that I needed to take.
Me too.
You know, right? And
she human designed us all, or she did a human design map.
Yes, a soul map. So, I mean, again, if you want to know more about human design, feel free to, you know, holler at your girl. Or if you want a reading, you can go to my website and book a free, not a free reading, I'm tripping. You can book a reading. You can book a reading on the website, and it will give you so much insight into just who you are, and I guess I want to say make sense of who you are. You may have different thoughts and things that go on in your head, and you may feel like you're alone, but believe me, human design, I feel like, can answer all of those questions and help give you a roadmap to living your life. So
and I think that's it. So that's what we do, guys. We mentioned the remote jobs, which is something we don't do, but we know people do that. Also, like affiliate marketing, people do that as well.
which
Sponsorship,
we will get into.
people do that as well. So the bottom line is there are a ton of ways that you can bring in finances to support your lifestyle, guys. And that would be traveling more and just kind of being mobile, not really being bound to one place. If that is you, if that is what you're looking for, it is not as hard as you may think it is. Trust us.
And if you have any questions, again, please drop them in the comment section. We will do our best to answer all of them.
Absolutely. That's our goal. And on that note, we thank you all for always supporting us. If you haven't already, please click that like and subscribe button. Also, we are trying to get to 1,000. We're on the way there because of you guys. And so again, we want to say thank you. Make sure you hit the little bell at the top to get notifications when we drop new videos. You know, we're dropping them every Monday, which means there's a video coming tomorrow. And on that note, y'all, we are losing light, and my makeshift lighting here
it worked.
It worked out. You could see our faces, right? But we're gonna go ahead and get some food since we just got off our flight. And we will see y'all later.
All right, guys. We love y'all. Peace.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and follow us on Instagram at Livin Outta Bounds.